they're at the end, right here on Robertson, just before Pico, at Alcott.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where the electronics store used to be.
Mm-hmm.
Where I used to take my computer to get repaired.
Mm-hmm.
They're putting in another kosher frozen yogurt place, as if the first 7 of them that were like within walking distance of that corner and went out of business weren't perhaps a sign that this isn't the business to go into. I was shocked when because they'd like been working on this building trying to remodel it, and they just put up the sign, we're going to be selling frozen yogurt. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. How many of these places do we need? There was one next to the Kabbalah Center. Do you remember that one?
No.
No, it was Smoothies next to the Kabbalah Center, right? And
Uh-huh.
I'm thinking, and what was really bizarre was they had a bookshelf in there
With Svarim.
with Svarim, and all the Svarim were the Zohar. It was like the Kabbalah, right? And I'm thinking, you know, do what the Aris all did. When you sit down and you learn the Zohar, you gotta have a smoothie. I mean, those two things just like go together, right? If you're holding by, let me tell you something, folks. If you're a trendy who's holding by smoothies, okay,
Yeah.
put the Zohar down. You're not ready for it, right? It's like you're not ready for it because someone who learns Zohar is beyond smoothies, okay? This is like smoothie and Zohar. They don't go to. Would you admit that they don't go together? It's like it doesn't get more pretentious and stupid than that. It's like showing up to receive, like you want to get a donation. Like you go to the mission in Skid Row and you drive up in your Jaguar. It doesn't work, folks. Okay, it doesn't work. All right.
What's the taste differential between kosher frozen yogurt and treif frozen yogurt?
The what?
How much of a taste differential is there? Because a lot of modern Orthodox will eat dairy out. So
You mean just in taste between like something that's really mamish treif and something that's kosher?
as far as frozen yogurt? Because I can't see that there being a big taste differential.
It's not going to be a taste differential. I don't think you're even going to taste the difference. The difference is that the big difference when it comes to like ice creams, okay, is not the taste. It's the texture. Because ice creams use what's called a stabilizer, and the greatest stabilizer in the world is gelatin, and gelatin comes from like the hoofs of non-kosher animals, right? It comes from the hoofs and the bones of pigs and non-kosher killed slaughtered cows, right? And you can't eat that, and that crystallizes. That's what gives like the non-kosher ice creams a crystallization. You can taste like it's really crystallized. But when you eat like a kosher ice cream, you're not going to have that because they use like carrageenan gum and guam gum or whatever it's called, guar gum, and it's not as good as the non-kosher. But the actual the flavorings or whatever you want to say, the ingredients, you're not going to taste the difference. The big thing with the frozen yogurt is the culture in the middle. Do you know what they use for the culture for frozen yogurt?
No.
It's called streptococcus. Streptococcus. It's the same bacteria.
I had that once. I was like down for 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's the same bacteria that's found in your stomach lining.
Great.
Yeah, and like when people say they have strep throat, that's that bacteria. Okay, and it's very good. People say, "Oh, you have stomach problems. You should eat some frozen yogurt." And the reason why is you're going to push a lot of streptococcus bacteria into your stomach, and that's to replace what has already been lost because either you threw up or you had diarrhea or whatever.
How does Rabs know so clearly the difference in taste of kosher versus non-kosher ice cream?
Oh, thank you for asking me that. I used to be a kosher supervisor, and I learned
And it was
this.
part of your job. You had to taste non-kosher
No, I didn't
food
taste
so
it.
that
No, I used to have to know these things, right? So I mean, it's the literature and it's the experience.
He's read books about it.
It's like it's part of the on-the-job
Oral
training.
tradition.
It's part of the on-the-job training when you're working as a kosher mashgiach at ice cream places. Like I went to Carnation, Breyers, Dryers, Haagen-Dazs. I can't even remember anymore. Nestle, you name it. I've been to the ice cream places.
You learned this orally from some shiksas you were with.
Basically, because you want to be with them, and they're going to scratch your back and all that, so you want to have ice cream with them first.